All right, ladies and gents, looks like we're back in the nick of time here.
So it looks like we got it fixed right in time. They're getting ready to go racing here.
Alright, so who was quick in warm-ups? It looks like Kilgore. We're at 23:25, almost a full second slower, about 3/4 a second slower than they ran in the earlier practice. Be an interesting race for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. It looks like we got, I don't think the pole setter's out there yet, are they?
No, not yet. There he is.
Carl Kilgore starting on the pole, Knox Lumley second. Looks like Vincent Short's third, Kyle Jarrett fourth.
Oh, what's going on there? The 46 just rear-ended the 24 on pit lane. Nobody was even moving yet.
Nobody said nothing. Nobody's talking about it on the radio here.
Quite the scene here at Knoxville. Fireworks and all. Something tells me this won't be the only fireworks we'll see tonight. On pole is the 021 of Kilgore, 124 of Lumley, 15 of Vincent Short, the 45 of Jared, the 5, AJ Ogle, definitely quick on dirt, 6, Thomas McMullen, 7th, 8th Brian Rose, 9th Kent, 10th Wagoner. Lights are out on the pace truck. Field is hanging back. It's been an interesting first lap, I'm sure. Hopefully everybody makes it back around to complete lap 1.
They are laying back very far.
Oh yeah. Here we go. Pace truck's in.
Green flag. Looks like the green flag
in the air.
Looks like Knox Lumley gets a little aggressive early on and does a great job of not causing a wreck.
A little bumping and banging. Looks like Bobby Jr. in the wall. Gets collected by the 32 maybe. Yellow is out. Thomas McMullen spins on the front stretch as well.
Yeah, it was. They were a lot of three wide racing there, so you know you definitely want to be patient. I don't think there are any quick repairs on this, so you don't want to beat your car up on the first lap.
Looks like Bobby Hamilton Jr. just squeaked by that initial wreck with the 32.
Looks like Vincent Short is going to be second. Brian Rose from Holler Boys looks like he's back in 7th. Chris Mathis from the Scar League's 8th. Paul Buzzle is in 14th right now. Bobby Jr. 16th.
We'll have to see how Bobby works through traffic. He did a good job working his way through that wreck. So as long as he stays patient, keeps the car clean, I think he'll be there in the end.
Yeah, him and, you know, Thomas. I think Thomas finished second in his heat. He'll be towards the front, I believe. You know, I think these guys are going to be a little bit more patient and see what happens. Looks like we're 3 wide for 3rd place right now.
'89 to Brian Rose in the wall.
A lot of good side-by-side racing right now up towards the front.
Little contact in the back with Paul Buzzle, and around goes the 25. Yellow's out again.
Can you look at those temps real quick, bud?
So,
actually looked like the 29 of RL Kent. Got a little loose, made contact with the 9, and got spun around. Looked like that was right in front of Bobby Jr. as well.
sounds like Bobby's been able to dodge 2 wrecks. Looks like Christopher Hill was coming down pit road. Looks like he was in 22nd. He must have been the one involved.
Yeah, Chris Hill in the 5 collected the 29 after the 29 got spun after contact with the 9 of Paul Buzzle. Looks like there might be at least one faster pair because the 5 is right back out in the mix.
I noticed that. Looks like he didn't have a front end going in, and now he's fully fixed. So they must have one quicker pair. They do have one quicker pair. They're talking about it on the driver's chat now. So,
well, good to know. If something out of your control happens, you don't pack it up and go home. We are here to have fun after all, and hopefully make some money. You never know.
I think these guys get a little more aggressive, you know, when they know some money's on the line.
Yeah, but it's early yet. We gotta settle down and put on a good show. You know what I mean? Can't win it on lap 1 or 5. All right, pace truck is in. Field coming to green in the middle of 3 and 4 right now, and they're in the gas.
He wasted no time right there getting on it.
Ooh, around goes the 89 of Brian Rose.
Yeah, I was riding with Brian on that one, and it looks like he just pushed it too much. Brian's normally a little bit more patient driver, but I think he just got a little impatient trying to get to the front on that one.
Yeah, it looks like a couple guys, including Paul Buzzle on the 9, got caught up in that one as well.
Yeah, it looks like Brian may have to use a quicker pair. Looks like his steering may be out of line now. A little bit of tempers flaring on the driver chat with the guys near the back.
Summer night on a dirt track? Never.
That's what it's all about.
It's not a good race unless somebody's fighting at the end of it.
Brian took responsibility for that, so he's going to be given an EOL to go to the back. way on way back from the pace car again. So let's get ready to go green. Hopefully we'll get some good green flag laps right here.
What did I say last time? Let's settle down and have a good run, and we'll be making a lap and a half before wrecking again.
Yeah, we didn't make it too long at all.
Let's cross our fingers on this one. They're crashing on the yellow. I can hear them hitting in the backstretch.
Everybody's a little too anxious. I mean, this is a 50-lap race, so...
Boys and girls got to settle down.
Here we go. Green flag. Leader takes off.
Green flag.
Looks like the 45 and 46 get into it. No caution yet. Looks like everybody's a little spaced out right now. And yellow is out.
Yellow again.
Not sure what happened there. Was you?
Gonna go back and watch the replay, see what happened here. Looks like the 08 of AJ Ogle and the 38 of John McPhee get turned around coming off the corner. Some close quarters racing.
Yeah, that's just, hopefully AJ has a quick repair if he got damaged, because he was fast in the heat race, and I think he won the heat race, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. AJ's a hell of a dirt racer, so it'd be nice to see him get up here and mix it up with these leaders. Now we got guys wrecking under yellow.
Yeah, I think AJ may have got hit.
Now the 38 came back and punted the 08 intentionally under yellow. If you can get into that chat, let Vince know that's what's going on. I don't know if anybody can admin him or boot him out.
What number? 38?
Yeah, 38.
He got out of it, so we need to maybe put him on a list or something if he's going to race like that.
I'm all for bad tempers, but when the race is under caution, you're going to use the car as a weapon. I'm not okay with that.
No go.
Argue about it later.
Go next time.
So we got a bunch of beat up cars here.
Yeah, but we got guys that may still have fast repairs that they haven't used yet, so we got some time. A lot of these guys might be saving them for later.
Was AJ able to get back on? I know he was, you know, he's a quick driver. We definitely want to see him out there.
I'm checking. Let's see. Now it looks like he's off track. He's in the pits right now. He's still on in the system now. Yeah, he's getting repairs done.
He must have not had his quick repair. And it's green flag racing. Let's see if we can stay green this time.
We got 18 laps, about 4 of them under green. Let's see if we can have some more.
Looks like everybody's being a little bit more conservative right now.
Yeah, these guys just need to settle in.
Looks like Chris Mathis came down and got into Vince a little bit. Just, I think it's kind of the line Chris is running, but everything's good there.
Watching the battle between Vince and the 27. Now it's between Vincent Short and the 101. Clint Cawley.
I I've been noticing something about old Chris Mathis. If you've seen him when watching these two, he's been going high and low. Looks like he's just trying to find where his car works the best right now.
Watching the 22 of John McPhee trying to work his way through traffic. Thomas McMullen working his way underneath. Bobby Hamilton Jr. is still working on that outside. Ooh, Bobby catches the wall.
Bobby
going
in the wall. Yeah, I seen it. Bobby got up in the wall.
Ooh, trouble for Thomas McMullen. He gets clipped by the 22 and sends to the inside, stays off the wall.
That was a great save by Thomas. He done a really good job there. I mean, these guys back here, they're grinding it out. Looks like Carl Kilgore is still leading the race up front with the 45 of Kyle Jarrett behind him.
Looks like Jarrett's trying to put on some pressure a little bit at a time, see if he can get that lead position.
He gets him going into the turn with Carl going high, but Kyle just can't. On that bottom side, he can't get a run to overtake him. Doesn't look like too much longer, and they may be in some lap traffic.
Yeah, last car in the lead lap's just getting into one, and the leaders are coming off four now. Looks like Chris Mathis just caught the wall coming off four.
Oh, looks like a wreck. Oh, Brian Rose in the wall hard.
Talk to me, good. What do you got?
Not sure what happened, but looks like they may have been 3 or 4 cars involved.
Oh, let's take a look at the replay. Brian going into the bottom low lane. 22 gets up the wall and rolls it. Brian gets caught up. Looks like 4 cars wrapped up in that mess in turn 4.
Yeah, they're on the radio, not too happy right now. The 49, I'm trying to find out where he was, but he's not happy at all.
49 is actually the 19 of Sheldon Carson. Let's see what we can find on him there. Now watching the replay, it looks like the 19 just slid up into the corner and clipped the 18, and 22 was already wrecking by himself. Then the 8 came in and collected into it. Brian was spinning. It was just a big mess in 4.
Yeah, it don't look like the 19 has anything to complain about there at all. Brian just a product of being at the wrong place at the wrong time. Looks like we'll have, what, about 20 to go?
Yeah, right now we're on our 5th caution, but yeah, we got about 21 laps to go, 20 when we hit the line.
No go, no go, no go.
Looks like they waved it off.
Yeah, there was an incident, looks like, with the 08 of AJ Ogle. I don't know if he had a lucky dog or a wave around, but he was trying to get by on the outside, and he stuffed the right front into the fence, and it jammed up the whole field. Definitely to the displeasure of Bobby Hamilton Jr. as he gave him a shot as he went by.
Yeah, they're not too happy with him on the driver's chat here. I think he was removed from the server after that. Green flag.
Green flag.
Looks like that high side may be the line to be in right now.
It's interesting if you look at it. The track, it's slicked off a little, but with only 19 to go, it's really not that bad.
Chris Mathis continued to work towards the front. Looks like he's in 4th right now. Back to 5th now.
And Kyle Jarrett still trying to work that inside, but right now the high line's paying off for Carl Kilgore.
The top 4's kind of running lower with Chris Mathis in the 1 car running the higher line. Of course, the leaders, he went high on that turn. Looks like he's just pulling away. He ran a 23.914 last lap, and second place was actually faster with a 23.869.
Caution. Quickly, tell me what you got.
Looks like we got another yellow flag.
It looks like Brian was collected again. And it was the 19 once again causing problems.
Is that also the 49 what he's showing up as?
Correct.
He took responsibility for it and said he's parking it.
It's an interesting night here. That's all I'm going to say at this point.
I'd say it's going to get even more interesting because we'll probably go green with 9 or 10 to go. So, money race here. They're going to be going at it.
Yeah, I think, sometimes when you put money on the line, guys get over aggressive. They kind of outdrive their talents, and you get more yellows than you do greens.
So far, it's been a one-man show with Carl the last little bit, and the 45's been fast to Kyle Jarrett. Even in his heats, he was fast, so I don't think you can count him out at all.
Yeah, I mean the top 5 guys especially, they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing behind the wheel of a race car. They're clean racers. And really, look at the cars. Those top 5 guys are really not beat up, so they're staying out of trouble, and it seems to be the key here tonight.
The thing about Carl is he's on the high side now. Carl's been liking to run the high side, so if Carl can keep Carl, which Carl got a good start on, yeah. So, if I was Carl, if I was Kyle, I'd have been trying to keep Carl down there.
Caution is out.
And
Alright,
we
not
got
to be good.
Looks like they removed the 22 that time. Looks like they've been complaining about him in the driver's chat.
Yeah, I'm watching the replay of it. The 22's just been bonsaiing every corner, and it seems to be just too aggressive. You're that far in the back, you don't have a whole lot to gain.
Yeah, they've, on the driver's chat, they've complained about him a little bit, and they finally, decided to park him. What do you think on this last restart? I mean, we're probably going to have, about 6 or 7 laps to go?
Well, I'll tell you, the 45 of Kyle Jarrett's really got to be on point with that restart, because he's getting smoked every time. If he wants to take advantage of being in the high lane, he's got to keep it.
Yeah, I think it's important for Carl to get a good start right here. He's got a great start at the whole race. So, if I'm Kyle, I'm trying to force him on the bottom because I don't think he likes being there. So it looks like we're getting ready to go green once again.
Field way back from the pace truck. Pace truck is in pit lane. Leader can go at any point.
Yeah, he's done it the whole race. There he goes, and it looks like Kyle tried to take off with him. Looks like Carl continues to lead, and another yellow flag.
Empty real quick and then tell me what you got.
I'm not sure what happened there. Are you?
I'm watching it real quick. It looks like Thomas McMullen got up in the fence a little bit, but then the 27 got into the 19, and then 27 spun himself out. I will say the 19 seems to be the common denominator in a lot of these yellows, unfortunately. Whether it's by no fault of his own or some, but I keep seeing that car.
That's the 49, is it?
Yeah, 49 in the standings, 19 in the paint.
Looks like Brian Rose is getting a lap back. I'm not sure how many laps down he is, if that's the only one or he's multiple. So it looks like, we're getting close to the 50 lap mark. We do have 3 green-white checkers if it comes down to it.
I just have that feeling we might need at least 1 or 2.
Yeah, it's, these guys has been aggressive the whole race, and I don't think that's going to change, especially, with the race almost over.
Going to ride on board with Kyle Jarrett again, see if he can get the jump, this time on Carl Kilgore in the 21.
Oh. He got better, but it still wasn't enough. think that's the closest start he's got to him, though.
Oh, 4 wide going into 3. This isn't going to end well.
Caution.
And the yellow's out. What happened on that one?
4 wide between Buzzell, Chris Mathis, Thomas McMullen. I can't even tell. There's 5 cars wrecking. The 8 car went up in the air and rolled it. Just a big mess going into 3.
So it looks like Brian Rose is going to get another lucky dog.
I believe this is going to put us into our first green-white checker.
Yeah, this will be the first one, so you know we need to get this race finished under checkers, and everybody's going to be more aggressive. You know, listening to the 63 on the radio, he was kind of liking his chances right there.
It seemed like he had a pretty good restart there, if his track's coming to him or what the case is. Yeah, Brian Rose in the 89 is still 3 laps down. I think he got one of those back, but you never know. We could have a few more yellows.
So, you know, we'll see if maybe Kyle can get to start with Carl this time and maybe pin him on that bottom and take away his line from him. Looks like they're laying back again.
Well, it certainly seems to be working for Carl Kilgore in the 21. Because he goes when he wants and everybody's not ready for it. And here we go.
Green flag.
Great jump. Green's out. It's his race to lose.
Yeah, and second or third place, neither one. Wagner or Jarrett got a good restart on that one. Oh, looks like somebody's sideways. I don't know if they'll throw the caution.
White flag's in the air.
Kyle Jarrett drives in hard, but just can't get it coming off the turn.
Here they go, coming to the line. Carl Kilgore in a dominant performance here at Knoxville. Takes home the checkered flag and the cash.
Looks like Kyle Jarrett got third or second, and Wagner brings home third. Vincent Short, Holler Boys Racing, fifth. So had some good races going on in the heats. Obviously the feature we would like to see more green flag racing, but you know, with that money on the line, everybody's going for it.
Yeah, can't all be gems. It wasn't a great race, but it was a good finish. There was some battle in there for the win itself, so good to see that. Just wish we could have had a little more green flag.
Absolutely, and you know, we like broadcasting this. You know, it's going to be a thing we're going to try to do on Wednesdays. Money races. Go to Holler Boys on Facebook. You'll be able to get the link there and be able to get the details of the race. Sounds like next week it's going to be a pay-in. You're going to have to pay $5 to get in. Then it'll be paid out like it was this time.
Yeah, I think Vincent actually put the money up for this one himself. He's done that before, just on a whim, in cases we've done it at Daytona and Talladega and in the oval cars, and it's always been a good time, a good show. But I think when guys pay in, they're a little more patient because they don't want to turn out their own race. In the same token, if everybody's paying in, it usually means more money to the guys that win it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it may weed out some of the guys that come in here just beating and banging around. If they know they can't hold their line or they're not steady enough, they're probably not going to put up the money to race.
Well, I tried pulling guys into our broadcast room, but I don't think we have privileges to do that. So let's pop into the race room. You and I and Eric, everybody else listening, can still listen to this interview. We're going to try and talk to Brian and Vince and get their take on the race. Brian, Vince, you got me?
42.
Yes, I'm here.
Well, we were going to pull you into the broadcast room, but we don't have privileges to that just yet. Like I said, this is our second race, so we're still working on all the bugs. But we'll start with you, Vince. What's your take on the race tonight?
My main thing was to stay up front, which I did. Stay out of the soup. Most of the stuff happened behind us, which was a good thing. It was pretty clean up front for the most part. I think most of us held our line pretty well. I bumped, I think, Thomas once and got into Clint a couple times. But other than that, I mean, it was halfway decent. I wish we would have had longer runs, though, to see how things would have panned out. Because I think the front pack was staying pretty tight with Carl there for the most part.
Yeah, things just seemed super aggressive from mid-pack on back. You had some tempers flaring, some guys getting paybacks. It just didn't make for a lot of green flag runs.
And typically with a slicked off track like that, and that was my whole reason behind it, was to let that track state carry over so that the real racers would run up front. This is the other reason why I didn't invert any of the fields, because I knew some of this would probably happen, probably would have made it worse than it was.
Yeah, the setup was great as far as that went. The top cars were all up front for most of the race. So how do you think we can do going forward with this?
I think status quo right now. I think we're starting to get the cream of the crop coming in here to race with us. We've got some really good, talented drivers. We've got guys that are learning really quick on the learning curve. Jeff didn't make the feature. Jeff Napier didn't make the feature tonight, but he definitely, I was watching the heats and the Constellation. He's definitely showing improvement and should stick with it and put more laps in. I think he could get a lot better.
Yeah, so whenever we're broadcasting, I'm still in the driver's chat, so I can hear what's going on. And I think Jeff is the driver's favorite. I heard a lot of go Jeffs for him.
Yeah, Jeff's a good racer for the most part. He tries to stay clean. You know, the main thing we try to encourage with him is just to stick with it, because, I mean, the more laps you turn, the better you get. I wasn't the best a year ago. I mean, I've only been doing this a little over a year. I've learned the hard way and just learned by racing against some of the best to get better at it. That's where you pick up your skill.
Yes. So next week's race will be announced on Holler Boys. Is that right?
Yeah, that's correct. Right now we're looking at Eldora, same lap format, same pretty much all-around format will be the same. It will be a pay-in race. It'll be a $5 entry fee, and then we'll announce the payouts just before race time on the feature. The ultimate goal is to race alternate tracks each week, and then when we get down to the end of the dirt track series, as far as all the dirt circuits, the last one will probably be Bristol, and we'll probably do a pay-in plus a donation on top of that to have a bigger pot for the ultimate winner in that one.
Well, thanks, Vince. This is a good time. Good watching the race. Exciting. You had a pretty good turnout. Is there anybody you want to shout out to tonight?
Awesome wife. My wife, Nikki, supporting us. She watched it tonight. Really enjoyed the racing. Thanks to all the guys that came out. Really good racers. All the people that were watching on the stream. Keep watching Holler Boys. If you like what you see, mark a like for the Holler Boys. And last but not least, I'd like to congratulate Carl Kilgore on the win, Kyle Jarrett for second, Wyatt third. Top qualifier was Carl. Congratulations to those guys. Great racing, and hope to see you next week.
Sounds good, Vince. Thanks. This was fun. Now, Brian, you still with us?
Yeah, I'm glad y'all get around to me. I need a beer and I got to go use the bathroom. But what's going on?
Well, don't let us hold you up.
You know what? This dirt racing, it's not my forte, but man, I tell you what, it's awful fun.
Watching you, I got one question real quick. You are one of the most patient drivers I see out anytime we race. But what happened when you got in the car in front of you? I think you got a little impatient.
You talking about which time? I got into a lot of cars in front of me. Was it when I was in the front or when I was in the back?
In the feature race, you took the EOL for it.
Yeah, you know what? I thought that was a racing deal, but for the sake of everything, Vince putting on his show and a fellow holler boy, I felt like I could go ahead and claim responsibility for that. That way, we don't have to review it, make no discussions about it. I felt good. I really enjoyed that track, and I thought, going to the back, I could, watch some cars and figure out how they were getting around the track. And maybe get back up front. That's what I was thinking.
Well, Brian, good run out there tonight despite all the times the car was facing the wrong direction. But you hung in there. You didn't quit. You still brought it home 12th, so hopefully we'll see you in the next one.
Yeah, at least I made the feature this time. Like I said, dirt racing, I'm not that great at, but it's fun to get out here and compete with these guys and learn, improve our craft. And just thank you guys. Open the booth. It was awesome. You guys put on a good show tonight. Holler Boys Racing, Keep the Beat, Air Delta State Farm, Castle Products, everybody who makes all this stuff possible. Stay tuned in. We got some bigger things coming. Thanks for everybody who showed up tonight. It was fun.
Thanks again, Brian. Nice run. All right, well, that's really all there is to it tonight, Eric. Do you got anything else to add?
No, I mean, just everybody out there, kind of be patient with us. Me and Steve's learning this. We're just getting this going. This is our second one, and tune in next Wednesday, and we'll do the same thing. Appreciate you guys, and share our page, like our page, and help support a bunch of fellow racers here.
Yeah, if you guys are still up on the stream here, just take a look at www.facebook.com/hollerboysracing. You can follow us there for any kind of stream announcements or fun videos or cool pictures of the new paint jobs, whatever they may be. Drop us a like, a share, the whole 9 yards. So stay tuned. We'll see you next week. Have a good night.
See you, Vince. Thanks, guys.
Have a good one, Brian.